Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day. If there's any guys watching who have kids, I'm going to try to pick up on a different group of Divine Masculines today. Ones without karmic partners. I'm getting really sick of talking about them, but they always make themselves known, so I guess we'll see. I'm also going to do my layout a little different. Well, I'm going to try to anyways. And we're just going to jump right in, okay? See what comes out on this beautiful Sunday morning. Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculines? Just in general, what's their overall energy right now? What is your overall energy right now? You did have the eclipse last night, I think. Or it's today, but I think it was last night. Okay. We've got keep an open mind. So we'll find out what they're keeping an open mind for. On the bottom of the deck, we've got worth waiting for. We'll also find out what this is about as well. Spirit, what is this keep an open mind for the Divine Masculines? What are they keeping an open mind about? What are they keeping an open mind about? Again, this won't resonate with everybody. It's just whatever group of masculines I'm picking up on today. Seems like it's been the same group of masculines for a little bit. Okay, so we've got Divine Masculine here, so that's a great start. This is about them. So the Divine Masculines are keeping an open mind. I feel like they're keeping an open mind about actually being a Divine Masculine and what that means in the material world, because we've got material world and divine timing. So I feel like they're being really guided by spirit, source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. They're being really guided. I feel like they're seeing stuff, they're feeling stuff they've never seen and felt with their awakening they're going through. They're doing a lot of healing, so a lot of things are coming up, and they know that they're supposed to heal them, but they're being guided to the twin flame journey, and they're keeping an open mind about that, because when you first start feeling that stuff, especially in the material world, in the 3D, and you go to the 5D and you feel what those things feel like, it's really scary. It can freak a lot of people out. So I feel like it's been happening for a little while. So they're keeping an open mind about what it means to actually be in your Divine Masculine power. Divine timing, obviously, everything's in divine timing, right? But this is happening in the material world. Spirit, what's this worth waiting for? What is this worth waiting for? Clarify worth waiting for me, please. Okay, Dark Night of the Soul, nostalgia. In the bottom of the deck, we have regret and solitude and destruction and grief. Okay, what I feel like this is saying is they're in that hermit mode right now. Things are falling apart around them because especially when they reject the path that they're supposed to be on, destruction happens. Because the universe is like, listen, you're on the wrong path. You've already done this lesson. Let's move on from this. And if they don't, if they're being stubborn, destruction happens. Things start falling apart. They have been in solitude. So in this solitude, they're doing that healing. They're figuring out what being an actual Divine Masculine means, what the twin flame journey means. They do regret not being with their feminine. They regret how long that they've been on this journey, and they have been rejecting it this entire time. They are going through the dark night of the soul with that healing, being guided. We know that. And I feel like your masculines are saying, I'm worth waiting for. I'm going through this healing. I do miss and love you so much. I feel like my heart was ripped out of my chest. and I'm finally doing what I need to do to come forward. And they're asking you, telling you that they're worth waiting for. Okay. We'll use these first. Spirit, what's this worth waiting for? Or, I mean, what's this keep an open mind and guide and healing? What's this first little thing over here about? What's happening to them where they need to keep an open mind? What are they keeping an open mind about? What's going on with the Divine Masculines with this keep an open mind, with this healing? What's this over here? Okay, so we have Hammer here. We also have Lightning under this, which says sudden change, shocking news, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. And then we have Hammer, which says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. What I get from this is they finally, with this being guided card, were hit like in their face with, hey, you know, this is a aha moment. You're sabotaging your journey. You're not following the journey like you're supposed to. I mean, no matter which way they go, it will always lead them back to you. It'll just take a little longer. And they realize now, they have that aha moment, that they're sabotaging this, that they've been self-sabotaging this. And that's what they're healing. That's how they're being guided. They're figuring out who they really are. Also, we have Palm Tree, which says stability, security, growth, endurance, flexibility, and then abundance, which says keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. So to me, this means that they're keeping an open mind about the stability that they have and the abundance they have. So a lot of them, especially if they're in other relationships, they feel like they will lose everything that they've worked for this entire time, and it makes it really hard to leave. But now they're keeping an open mind about the abundance and the stability and security they will have with their divine feminine if they follow the path they're supposed to follow. Being a divine masculine, they know, or they're learning to know, they're being guided to know that they will be so abundant because this is, you know, God's plan. This is a destined plan that they're supposed to be on. And if they follow that plan, they will have more abundance than they could ever dream of. So it doesn't really matter if they lose things in the material world with partners that they're with right now, or situations that they're with, if they need to change jobs, if they're not happy, if, you know, they need to get out of relationships. They know what they need to do now. It's just the matter of taking the action to actually do those things, to put themselves first. But they're starting to see that they can be abundant if they leave these jobs, leave these situations, leave these marriages and commitments. For a long time, they just were really scared that everything would be terrible. And they're starting to realize that everything will actually be wonderful, like more wonderful than they could ever imagine. Spirit, what's this worth waiting for? Dark Night of the Soul nostalgia. What's this worth waiting for over here? Y'all, karmic relationship. Like, when I tell you I'm so sick of seeing that, I'm not kidding. But it's a big part of a lot of our journeys. So I think that's why it comes up to remind us divine feminines that, you know, it's worth waiting for, even though they're with somebody else, even though they chose somebody else. It's worth waiting for because they're starting to understand that this is not a relationship that they're supposed to be in, okay? They're starting to understand it's been dead for a long time. They're going through the dark night of the soul about these relationships that they're in, and they're saying, please wait for me. I am not going to be in this relationship for much longer. All I think about is you. You are an angel in my life, and, you know, I really know that I need to let this go. Please wait. We'll get another card. What's this worth waiting for? So we've got cassette, which says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So this, to me, with this Dark Night of the Soul, what this is doing, and this worth waiting for, they're saying they've stayed in this relationship that they know they're not supposed to be in with outdated thinking. If they're married, oh, I have to stay here because I made vows, or I can't leave because they depend on me, or I made a promise, or, the Divine Masculine's word means a lot to them, but they're also realizing that they gave you their word too. And so this outdated thinking, the way that they used to think, it's leaving with this Dark Night of the Soul. They're asking you to wait for them because they are changing. They are getting out of these relationships. It's just hard, especially when they're, so upset and going through the Dark Night of the Soul. Also, this replaying events over in your head, most of the Divine Masculines think way too much. They make a decision and then they think it over, and they think and think and think, and they talk themselves out of leaving situations. They talk themselves out of coming forward to you. They do that all the time, and I feel like that's also changing with the Dark Night of the Soul. They're learning how to listen to their intuition, understand when it is their soul talking to them, instead of just like temptation or an urge or something like that. Spirit, what's this keep an open mind? What is all this stuff about over here? What's this keep an open mind pile? What are they keeping an open mind about? What are they being guided to? What are they realizing? What's this keep an open mind? Okay, so we've got, okay, we've got a lot of shit here. Oh my, okay. So first we have the Ten of Wands, which says heavy burdens. Then we have the Six of Cups, which says memories and reunion. Then we have the Ace of Swords, which says breakthrough and awareness, which is that lightning card, right? That aha moment. Spirit, source coming down with that truth. The truth of what? The Two of Cups, that this is a divine partnership, that they are not with the right person. Four of Swords, which says healing and recovery, which we see that here with the healing. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is decisive action, fast communication, okay? Not overthinking a situation and actually taking the action to come forward and speak on this. So with this, I feel like they're keeping an open mind because they are getting a lot of downloads. Oh, we also have thoughts, which is the Page of Swords, okay? So they're thinking all these aha moments, this Ace of Swords, it's coming in. They know it's their intuition. I feel at first they're kind of scatterbrained, like they feel like they're kind of going crazy because they are getting this information, these downloads from source. But it's very strong, so they know that it's real, okay? It's like seeping into their crown chakra here. So that's what they're thinking about. They used to be very pessimistic about your relationship. They used to kind of see it as like a curse, like, oh, she came in and ruined my whole life. And now they're seeing it as she's showing me who I'm supposed to be. And I need to be grateful for that. I need to thank her for that. I need to thank her for unconditionally loving me through everything, because it's not an easy journey, right? And he's working on, with this healing that's going on, this Four of Swords here, with all this healing that's going on, it's bringing in stability. It's bringing in equality, okay? It's bringing in him realizing, I haven't really been working on myself. I haven't been really working on our relationship. She's been giving and giving, and I just take and take, and I just give her crumbs. And so now he wants to work on making this an equal partnership. He's constantly thinking about you, especially with this nostalgia over here, playing the events over in his head. He knows he wants a reunion with you. He knows this is a past life relationship. He knows that you guys have a soul connection. he knows that not being with you is such a burden for him. He also knows that since you guys are the same, it's also a burden for you. And he doesn't want to hurt you. He wants to put the burdens down. He's also like drawn to you like a moth to a flame, right? He can't help it. It's because you guys are connected. Your souls are one. So they are magnets to each other. No matter how hard they've tried to forget, they can't forget. So now they're finally surrendering to the process of actually taking the necessary steps that they need to in the journey. And they want to tell you about this. There's a lot of stuff happening. I feel like when they come in with that communication, a lot of you have already talked to your masculines. But they, they'll say things in regards to this without even realizing that what they're saying. Okay. But they're thinking more clearly now. They know that they don't want to live with this burden of not having you forever. Spirit, what's this worth waiting for? What is this worth waiting for? What's this worth waiting for? Oh, jeez. No. Okay. I'm not going to take those. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. Got Divine Masculine on the bottom here. The Emperor, right? Worth waiting for him to finally come into that Divine Masculine power. We have the Divine Masculine on both ends of each side, okay? Spirit, what's this worth waiting for? Okay. So what's going on? He's saying, please wait for me, because all these towers are happening, right? All that destruction. This is divine intervention. And he knows now there's too many patterns. He's coming to realize that coincidences aren't real. The longer he stays in this karmic relationship, the more his life will get fucked up, to be quite honest. All these things keep happening that keep pushing him to come back to you. We do have the Queen of Swords, which is sharp and assertive. I feel like this is actually the karmic energy, which is over here on the side. Please wait for me to leave. Okay, we're not intimate. We're not affectionate. She's very cold towards me, understanding that he wants love. This is what he wants. Please wait for me, because I'm making the decision to come forward with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. The love, the passion that we share, I want to give that to you. I don't want to be in a relationship where things are cold, and he's understanding that it's okay for him to love, and it's okay for him to be loved, right? It's okay for him to be loved. And then we do have Knight of Wands, passionate adventure. So coming forward and actually taking action to do that. He's saying, please wait, because this is coming. It's coming. And then I'm just going to do a couple messages here. And then I will close out. Okay. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from you guys. You guys are so sweet to me. If you want a personal reading, my email is below. Spirit, what do the Divine Masculines want to say to their feminines about all of this? What do the Divine Masculines want to say? I want to hold you and make you feel safe. So they know they haven't been doing that. They've been kind of leaving you in limbo, right? Or if they do tell you something, they just lie about it. I'm scared of what people will think. So this has been a big issue for them. They are scared about what people will think, but the more that they heal and grow, they're understanding that it doesn't matter, because those people aren't living their life. They don't have to live with the regret. Why does he have to miss out on a love of a lifetime because he's scared about what other people will say? It's not their life. I know we are twin flames. So again, he knows that. This understanding. I'm sorry I can't find the words to say. Not quite yet. He will get there. You are so beautiful. You're always on my lonely mind, so always thinking about you, okay? You are an angel. He thinks you're an angel, and most of you are earth angels. I see you in my future. Because with you, I'd stand all of hell to hold your hand. So he's understanding that no matter what people think, no matter the backlash you both are going to get for being together, he would stand with you because he knows how important it is now. He's understanding that. I want to touch you. You make me so horny. Number 5, you guys could be seeing number 5, 555. He could, this is about change, you know, that destruction. Everything's changing. I do have some timing cards here. This is a general reading. If this was a personal reading, I would do pull cards on what each of these means, okay? So if you want one of those, feel free to email me, but I'm leaving the karmic. So exactly what we saw over here, all right? He's taking that action to make himself happy. We've got 2 weeks. We've got 1 month, and we've got 9 months. So, you know, from now on to 2 weeks, your masculine could reach out. In 1 month, he could say, you know, I want to be with you, making concrete plans, and he could be out of that relationship, done with court, done with everything in 9 months. It's very general because there's more than one of you watching this. So it can mean a couple of different things. I mean, it can take your masculine 9 months to reach out. I don't know because it's a general reading. But this is kind of a timeline of when you should expect something to happen, okay? I hope that helps, guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.